Hello. Today we are going back to the crafting. Today's crafty day. See what we can do with getting everything together with the backpack. Will I probably get it all? No, but we'll get pretty darn close. Alright. Got the musics, got the camera, and let's go. Has definitely been the busy weekend for sure. Busy week, really. Okay. Let's start with the top. It's probably entirely too much string. Would much rather too much than too little. These out of the way. So I got some room. Okay, okay. That looks correct. Let's go ahead and poke some holes. Just to make sure this is a little easier. These seem a bit better because these are from the chisel. Yeah. Chisel works a lot better for that. Go this way. Alright, this is going to be fun. And loud. Oops. Look at that. Nope. There we go. Come on. So loud. Now wait till I get those things on here so that I can tie them and buckle them up. You gotta start somewhere though. Bruh. Do this real quick. All the wax in. A little extra that I meant to have, but you know what? We work here. A little toasty. Alright. That's a little too many little bunny ears on that, but that's fine. For a slightly smaller piece of fabric thread. So I had to get those binders done too. This is some good catch-up time. Okay. It's gonna end up like that. Curious if he gets what I meant. Bruh. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I'm missing? Probably. Hey, Fire Snot, how you doing? Hey, where is it? I'm gonna find it. There it is. How goes the morning? I'm sorry you got a headache. Alright, you're gonna be a little weird here. I'm kind of in the same boat. Kind of woke up feeling a little kind of just meh. Today. Not the bad meh, just kind of that weird meh that you don't know why you feel it and you're just kind of like, eh. You're just kind of existing. That'll be a Du Bois. Where the heck? Is that it? Did I miss one? Don't think I did. I'm just going to the wrong one. Okay. Cat, really? Did we need to? Cat bust through this door like dang Kool-Aid man. Dude, move. Caesar, I know you wish to be center of attention, but you are not on my table right now. You floofy boy. He's like, but mother, I am the cute. Which he is. Oh, thank you. But Caesar, if you pull my headset out of my computer again, you're not going to be as cute. You're going to be banished from the room. Fun part of sewing through multiple pieces of leather, hoping you get it aligned correctly. Bro. With the cat headbutting his cold nose into your leg, good lord, cat. Hello. And I did what I didn't want it to do, but it's fine. Alright, we're gonna do this the hard way. Come on. Give me a butt. Bruh. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm just like, okay. It's like, look, if I have to freaking buy my viewers, there's another problem there. Is that one what that one was telling me? Yep. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Hey, Brazen, I need you to sharpen your pitchfork. This one gets better. Oh man. I need you to sharpen it. AI viewers is what it's advertising. Wow. Okay, Caesar, are you gonna let me do this? Come here. All right. All right. Are you gonna let me do the thing? Ready? Ready? Say hello. He's like, Mother, why? Say hello. Come here. Say hello. Say I'm so fluffy. He's like, get me the hell down. This is not the attention I wanted. Get your AI viewers, your AI art, and an AI streamer so there's nothing to enjoy. Like when I find a box at work that's been manufacturer sealed with absolutely nothing, I run up to someone. I'm like, "Hey, would you like to try something sugar-free, gluten-free, wheat-free, grain-free, and happiness-free?" And they're like, "What?" And I throw it at them, and they're like, "Ha ha ha, ha squish." Yeah, Caesar's now glaring at me like, "Why did you do that to me?" See, now if Ivan was in here, he would have just laid there and been like, "Sup?" Oh my gosh, stop wiping your nose on me, dude. You're like literally a toddler, even though you are an old man at this age. Say, I'm 11 years old. It is currently 6:11 in the morning. Squish. I was sleepy. Yeah, that's about how I felt. Just dead. I'll have you know the cat is glaring at me while aggressively purring. It was really low. I need to go and fix it. I don't know if I ever properly got it fixed after I had to reset my password. Alright, in we go. Come on. Because I like barely heard it on my side. There we go. Figure once I get everything set up with Ven and Kanishi, then I'll just do a full overhaul at that point. Do all my sounds, do all my stuff. Try to get everything kind of consolidated so I don't have like three different things running. Part of me wants to try multi-streaming, but I've seen kind of what comes of some of the other platforms, and I'm kind of hesitant about it. All right, time for the fun ones. Okay, so there's two of four. Excuse me, kitty. Oof. Alright, that's both of those. Alright. This will be fun. So this needs to go like that. That needs to go like that. Let's poke some holes. Make my life a little easier. Cool. Okay, so that needs to be this way. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the booty. And that's fine. You all the way through first. I'm going to slap myself in this face with this at least 10 times, and it's going to be hilarious each time. Hey, Golden. How goes it? Did you finally get some sleep? Let's try to not smack myself in the face with the dang backpack strap. And making this accidentally another situation where I'm having to explain an injury. It's like, look, it was nothing malicious. I literally did a dumb, and it looks terrible. Golden, when if it ever gets to the point that you're slurring your speech, you sound like you're drunk, and you're giggling because the little icons on GPS you can turn into cars, and you're going vroom vroom, you might be tired. We don't need to ask why I have that very specific reference. But I'm glad you got some sleep. Bruh, come on. I have said bruh to this backpack so many times. I almost feel like I need a counter for just the number of times I've just gone, bruh. Come on. You're gonna be a butthole? Cool. Cool. I will win. Yes, Golden, it was kind of funny. Like, I was sitting there lurking on your stream, and the moment I had to step away from my computer, so I was just sitting there, just kind of lurking and being silly. I had to walk away from my computer, and I also had Brazen on a tab that was playing, and then all of a sudden I'm in the kitchen, and Brazen is coming in stereo out of my office, and I'm just like, "Hello." It was fantastic. Find where the sewing point is. There it is. Oh no, you were fine. We might need to bump up the volume maybe on Golden stream a little because I have Golden. It was on like full volume on my computer, and it was a little bit low, not like terrible, but then it went bam. It was great. Look, as long as I'm not summoning more demons out of the frickin' toilet paper thing, you know what? We're gonna have a good day. Or not toilet paper, the paper towel. Exactly. Some people are. And there's nothing wrong with that. Look, at least it wasn't going into one of the streams where the first thing that happens during the raid is something very sus is said and that blares out of my office. And I'm just sitting there going, well, hello to y'all. I think that happened when we moved in here. One of the other streamers I follow, he makes his own like energy balls, which are super delicious, by the way. And he was doing a stream, and they're literally his balls. That's what it's called, his name and balls. And so the movers come in, and lo and behold, there's this dude, and he's not talking about anything obscene. Literally, they're energy balls, and they're delicious. And that's what happens. The mover comes in, and he stops for a second, and I go, there's food involved. And then he just stares at me again. I'm like, that's not helping this. And it's just, there's no proper way to really explain it, which is kind of part of the joke. But I'm just like, yeah, nope, this is why you need to be careful where you watch some streams. I need to make some more of those. Those things are great for work. I haven't made them in a minute. But they're actually really good. They have like cinnamon, they have five spice powder. Let's see, there's oats, coconut, chia seeds, peanut butter. Really yummy. I want to say there's flax in there too. And now I'm hungry. Yeah, man. There it is. Ow. Oops, nope. You're gonna go where you're supposed to go. Okay, got 2, 3. 4. Here we go. Same cat. It's like right there. Come on. There we go. Almost the way. Can I get through this way? It's right there. There we go. There we go. Go. Ow. Backpack, you've only made my fingers bleed twice. Let's not do it again. Buckle this. Just to keep everything a little bit more together. Aha. One strap. There's one on. Get the other one. Okay. Go. Little piece trying to fray off. Nope. Okay, so if this is that part of the strap, and that goes through here. And if that is how the strap goes, then this goes this way. Go. There we go. You are gonna let me sew you, you pain in the butt. Thank you. Where's the other one? Down here. Okay. Come on. The ones at the very end are kind of the more pains in the ass. Because there ain't much there. It needs it to break. Oh. Come on. Oh, did I miss one? I think I missed one. I did miss one. Bro. Okay. Let's try that again. Alright, you come here. So I actually see what we're doing. Yeah, you... Nope, actually that's correct. I think I have one extra hole. Well, dang. Okay. Might have misstamped that one. That's fine. That's fine. We can just cover it up and no one will know. Alright, come on. You get through so I can put you back on frame. There we go. He's the squish. Okay. Must have somewhat misaligned somehow, but that is fine. We will fix it. Wait, Steam invite? Give me a second. I thought you just sent me a trailer. Hold on. What's Steam invite? It's a Suki. Hello, Suki. How goes it? Yeah, I thought you just sent me a thing about a trailer for State of Decay. Stretch, I gladly. Okay, I'll go click on it because I filled out a thing for it earlier. I guess that was just interest. Oh. State of Decay 3 is ow. I just kicked a damn bookshelf. That hurt. Ow. State of Decay 3 is doing, last I checked on their store page, they're calling for playtesters. Yeah, they have as of Friday the 3rd, sign up for the State of Decay 3 playtest. But I'm doing good, Suki. Just kind of waking up, sewing, and trying to be human. The playtest was not for sale. It was for Gate Guard Simulator the other day. How the hell did I miss that? It's been a weird week, Squish. It is early. It's just going on. Oh, you had McDonald's. Aw, that's yummy. Yeah, it's almost 7 in the morning for me. What did you have at McDonald's? Hopefully something delicious. McDonald's is usually relatively good. I'm a trivia squish. You sure? What did you have? I had a deluxe McCrispy the other day, and it was really freaking good. Ooh, that's what Brazen usually gets. He usually either gets two of the triples with some fries and a drink, or he'll get the chicken strips. Did one of my cats just chirp? Sounds like one of my cats just chirped. But yeah, no, I'll definitely have to check out that Save Decay 3 thing. I've actually been meaning to get back on Save Decay 2 lately. Because I've been kind of wanting to smack some zombies around. Okay, come on. See if I can fix whatever was messing up with my game the last time. Welcome, Suki. I want to say that one time that it absolutely just completely crashed out and lost some of my progress is because I I don't know, but like it's the game that we had that other person come in and it was going really really well and that game completely corrupted somehow. And I wasn't ever able to get the final bonus from it. I was never able to go back to it. I need to go back to that map and try again because it's had updates and stuff. Like a gas station simulator, I think fixed whatever was corrupting it. Because I haven't had any hard crashes lately. It was crashing there for a while. Um, and I still don't know why it was crashing. So I need to go mess with State of Decay again and see if I can get it to work because that had some pretty fun stuff that popped out in it. Especially because I can have my main base in a freaking Renaissance fair, and that just still tickles me to no end. If I can have my base in a Renaissance fair, I will be happy. Oh, did you overeat? Oh no. What are we making? We are working on the back part of the backpack. This is the last piece I need to get done. And then I can finish putting the entire thing together. I have the sides and the front all hooked up together. All the pouches are on. This is currently the part with all the straps and the buckles and everything for the back. And then everything goes together. I'll put the bottom on and we have a full functioning bag. I have only broken one needle in this entire endeavor, which is quite honestly impressive, considering how much sewing I've been doing. Oh yeah, no, Jay, it's a hold on. I'll get the other piece. There we go. Make sure I don't drop other stuff. I'm not breaking more needles. Yeah, right here. See, got all of this part here done. And probably when I get to where I'm actually putting the entire thing together, I'm probably going to switch and do my floor gremlin camera angle because this thing is unruly. Yes, it's a smaller backpack. Mainly it's the husband. He wants to take ankle weights and stuff with him when he goes to the gym and like some small things with him. And for the holidays, I was going to make him a very large bag where he could take his swords and stuff out to do sword training. And his mom got him a hockey goalie bag, I think is what it's called. So like for all their sticks and everything that they do and whatnot. And so I might need another lighter here soon. Um Yeah, so he already had a bag for his stuff, so I'm like, okay, well, I still want to make you something cool. And he goes, okay, well, I'd go for a gym backpack because, that'd be kind of cool. And yeah, all right, so that's all of the pieces on. And now I got to get the edging done here, get the flap on, and then this will be ready to connect. I really hope State of Decay comes out soon. Ish. I'm already excited for freaking Fable. Yes, this is all from leather. Baby Bjorn. um, this is not as nice as y'all's backpacks. Jay, y'all have a whole new level of. Y'all's backpacks are gorgeous. The ones that we're talking about, the ones that like the kids have, like from first school all the way up. I mean, those are levels of craftsmanship that I strive to be at one day. Um, this is called an adventure, so it's made to look kind of like the ones you would see, someone playing like D&D and stuff. Yeah, those backpacks that they make for the school kids in Japan, those things are sturdy. Granted, this thing is going to be crazy sturdy, but not to that level. Um, technically, technically, when you play D&D, the character you make has some sort of a backpack. Now, if your DM makes you play by encumbrance rules, that is a different thing. So, like, mentally just durable, not crazy. Yeah, that works. I know our DM when we played D&D was like, look, to an extent, I don't care about encumbrance. Now, if you want to try to carry, a horse in your backpack, that's going to be something else. But, um, yeah, usually a character in D&D has like, your character has like an adventure bag or some sort of like rucksack that your character starts off with kind of a thing. Um, have your sleeping bag, your rations, your if your DM does rations. Mine didn't do rations because like okay, look, I'm down to micromanage you guys, but there's a point. Um, do you have your rope, stuff like that. The only time that she would do ammo in our D&D games is if we had specialty ammo like fire arrows or poison arrows or something. Otherwise, it's like you know enough about how to use your weapon that you have your basic ammunition. That's great. Just hide all of your stuff. Dude, by the time you are a freaking 10th level character, that would be a sight to see. The character I most want to play is Pathfinder has a character that's called a Poppet. You are literally a doll. I want to play this character one day. Literally for the lulz. Like, the only way that you can communicate is a freaking chalkboard, pretty much. And it honestly absolutely freaks the heck out of my husband because he's like, so you're telling me that there's going to be a sentient doll? Look, if I had enough time in the day, I would say go for it just because I would be a menace to your game. I was like, I do not have time to run a full campaign right now, but oh lordy. Because I play my characters to be genuine characters, but I also kind of play them to be a little bit of a chaos gremlin. Usually I'm a druid or a something of similar stature. Um I like being a pyromaniac because fire makes me giggle. One of my characters I could also shapeshift at will, which, came with some very interesting consequences. In Japan, time zone is hard. Japanese people who know what a TTRPG is are few, and English speakers are either Aussie or on the wrong continent. Ah. Hey, look, playing with an Aussie in a Pathfinder game. Yeah, you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna get great. I missed one again. Some of the stories I've heard from Squish and his D&D games have been golden. Yes, you do very good at dealing with dragons. Yeah, I understand the time zone thing. I have I have both sides of time zone that I usually hang out with. I have some that are either in the United States, or I have some in the South African region, or I have friends in the Australian region. So all of our time zones are different. And I say region, it extends north too, because there's also people I know that are up in, European countries and whatnot. But trying to balance time zones is always fun. I use a time zone converter just so that we can all go, okay, this is the time. Here it is across 4 time zones. Does it always work? No. No, it doesn't. But it's fun to try. Or when you pop into the streams and you're like, "Oh, good morning," and they're like, "What the hell you mean good morning? It's freaking 4 o'clock in the afternoon." I'm like, "Nah, it's morning." Exactly. Exactly. It's like, so I'll see you at 2 a.m. I'll see you at 4 p.m. I'll see you at, this a.m., this p.m. It's like, okay. Look, it'll forever make me laugh the fact that freaking Squish literally time traveled to go to Hawaii, okay? That part will forever just make me giggle. Fair, fair, fair. Yeah, that's a Squish one. I do not know. I know a lot of ours rest at night too. For us, it's either, risk an Uber or get a taxi. Which I'd rather get a taxi. If I'm alone. I came expecting Lord of the Rings and I got a Dragon Ball. Look, you gotta be ready for the weirdos when you're a GM. I think one of my favorite online ones I like to listen to, I like to listen to Brennan. Brennan is hilarious. I think he's Dimension 20, I think. Um that is some chaos shit right there. Another one I like to listen to that does Pathfinder and Warhammer, they're called Narrative Declaration. And the first one I listened to them was this line called Warhams. And oh my goodness, it's the Wrath and Glory system. It's Warhammer 40K based, and the shit that got said and the drama, and one of the guys was completely unhinged and is always relatively unhinged, which makes it even funnier. Um yeah, like I was literally like while I was talking, my aisles just over there just absolutely just howling in laughter. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh." Yeah, in one of the Warham's ones, when one of the characters died, the GM was like, "Yeah, no, I think it was Nurgle. He's like, "Yeah, no." Nurgle came and was like, "Hey, I particularly like you," and so pops him back into existence because he technically got absolutely annihilated by another player, and he didn't mean to, which is the funny part. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I know um, they did a thing on it that was a video. I'm trying to not spill my water. Orc power troubles. Meet the mayor. Okay, I need to do this and try to not play it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause it. Okay. I think I can copy. Here we go. So this is just a piece of the Warhams show. This is the one where it ends up PvP and absolutely chaos. The character, and he's probably one of my favorite. His name is Speaker D, and yeah, he turns his characters into absolutely chaos. Hey Yin, how you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, that one is particularly funny. Um, yeah, no, that's just that one was the Warhams, and then this one is when he rolls and he's trying to make tartar sauce. There we go. Those two. For rural folk, we have overnight bus drives from 10 to 6. You can get your sleep on the ride. Oh, that's neat. And also my greatest character is one armed 80 something year old grandfather who went to stop Tiamat so his grandson wouldn't have to. Took out 2 dragons solo, once with the party, once when we were separated and I was meant to die. It was fucking awesome. And we killed the green acid spraying dragon way earlier than we meant to, thanks to great teamwork and a crit on someone's anti-dragon arrow. We cleared its lair, and as we passed, it revived as an undead dragon, almost wiped us with its necrotic breath. God damn it! How you doing, Yin? Yeah, that dragon particularly didn't like you. Yeah, if I could play those on stream and not get in trouble, I totally would because those videos absolutely tickle me. But yeah, it's one of those have a kind of marginally warped sense of humor if you're gonna watch those. Like not just those videos, like the whole campaign, because they're just unhinged. Unhinged is just what those are, and it's great. I was the fighter and been taking the brunt of the damage in the layers, so it stopped. It dropped me to 0. The bard healed me. So on my turn, I got up and asked my group, should I throw myself the dragon or try to get some of them to safety? The bard player responded in character first with and I quote, "Dude, if I was there, I'd just conjure some flowers and be like, throw yourself all you want. We'll see how that goes. Tell us how that works out for you." Look, our luck with dragons, that's just how we learned that evidently I share my ancestry somewhere back on with a fucking tomato. Say no more bard, attack mode activated, crit 4 times using high risk, rewarded, high reward, finished on that turn. It had taken a bit of the damage already. Maybe the person who was going to cast regeneration was related to Lockhart. I would not want gummy bones. had a funky prosthetic that it could be used as a rocket punch. And he lost his arm when he was a young lad. They tried to heal him, but his arm was lost to Blue Dragon's lightning breath, so he couldn't be healed by the local healers and hedge witches. He had a Leichenberg figures all over his body from it. Just a lot of flavorful backstory. Okay. You were dragon cursed. That's when you ground those dice forever into the seat of shame. That is fucking great. Eventually. Freeze it. Is that it? Bro. There it is. That's not correct. Am I missing one? We're just gonna go up here. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do that. In an attempt to get me to relinquish the DM so the dragons would give me the magical weapon in exchange for it. I agreed. The DM rolled. I was hoping for a vaporal sword or something. Instead, I got an anti-dragon halberd. They're like, God dang it. They're like, that's not what we meant, but yeah, okay, let's go with it. You know, it's not our, cousin twice removed over there. Most of my characters met tragic ends. I think the most memorable one was the one wasn't a friendly neighborhood necromancer who wanted to help kids who missed their grandpa. um, what? What? Oh no. Um. Well, dang. Okay. Alright, just a few more I gotta get through here. these a little bit on the short side. Needs a Dragon Lance to kill a Hollow Dragon in one single turn of combat. All alone, and it took him about 10 minutes of silence to figure out what to do because it was supposed to kill me easily. It had over 200 hit points. The DM's like, shit. That's great. Absolutely stumping the GMs is probably one of my favorite things to do as a D&D player. Alright, somehow that ended up like that. That is absolutely fine. That ended up all sorts of weird. It's fine, it's fine. No plan survives contact with enemy while the GM and the players aren't supposed to be enemies. You know, sometimes you gotta go tell them a thing or two. Alright, so we've got straps on. Now, still gotta go get the soap in order to get this all done. Just gotta get this. Okay, it'll be fine. Gotta get this bad boy on. Which is gonna be fun. Cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, let's start with this. feel like I am missing a punch right here. Nope, it's right there. There we go. We keep telling him he needs to write stories of his gaming exploits. The stuff he pulls in Magic the Gathering is also equally as epic. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Nope, not through that. You still went kinda through it. Still epic. One too far. Jeez. Okay. There we go. It'll work. It'll win turn 5 every time if no one has a counter spell. He let me know that the encounters we're going to have and would be deadly if we couldn't overcome them quickly to help each other. We're supposed to end up with everyone solving their riddles or figuring out the trick and forming up Into the dragon, combat to help me. Sort of ruined that for him. That DM learned that day. What in the Mario is that? Hold on. Sounded like some of the Mario games I used to play. Eventually, that would be hilarious. Yeah, finding a good group is always kind of the catch. Yeah. Yeah, with our old group, one of the person that hosted it moved to the north of our state. So the group disbanded. I have tried to hold game groups together, but it is a labor intensive process. Damn, okay. Sounds like a fantastic idea. Boy. I need to get a new computer chair. Oof. Mm. That feels better. I think Jen wants to know how this character broke your back. Okay. So this is a long, long joke. So there for a while, and we still have this to this day. If either Squish or I say the H word, we kept spamming each other to drink. And so for the funnies one time, he put on his stream, Keep Baker, H worded. And so I'm like, fine, I'm going to do it on mine. And then Golden got involved because Golden wasn't drinking anything. And so every time Golden came into stream, we're like, hey, what did you drink? And it's like, oh, well, I hadn't. So now we have a redeem to keep Golden H worded. And now Golden, whenever he comes, is like, oh, yeah, I'm having tea. And he always says what type of tea. And so I have both of those on mine. We have both of those on Squishes. And then Lazy's involved in this too. Just between me and Lazy, we have that kind of uneasy. He's like, yeah, the moment you put it on my stream, I'm putting it, you put it on your stream, I'm putting it on my stream. And so Lazy has the one for Squish, but not for me. So it's a lot of people drinking a lot of water or soda or what have you, and being, I guess you could say, caring assholes to each other. No, that's another streamer. That we make hentai jokes. No, it's the word for drinking. Um, yeah, there's another streamer that there's lots of hentai jokes and it's fantastic. No, it's one of those Squish and I, we don't say the word, and it's really funny because half the time we think the other person is not in the stream, and we accidentally say the word, and then all of a sudden you just redeem, 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 redeem. They're like, damn it, I didn't think you were here. It's like, oh, I'm always lurking. Lurking like a creep. Watch out for each other. Some days it's to troll, but you know what? That's fine. All right, come on. No, no, you are not, Squish. I am not going to. Um, does it get used offline? It kind of depends. Um, yep, exactly. Um, We use it usually when it's hot outside. Like usually, yeah, we'll say, it's like, hey, have you had a drink? Or, would you like a drink? Would you like a soda? Would you like a water? Would you like a, insert drink type here. Usually like when it's hot outside, or for us at work when it's hot inside, which is every night. Usually we'll yell at each other, it's like, hey, oh hey, speaking of, I can reach. Just because we missed you, Golden. Um, and to keep it even. We'll use it just to make sure that we're staying well enough watered when it's hot, just so that we don't end up getting sick at work or when it's hot outside or whatnot, or if you're going to be outside when it's. Thanks, Golden. I got my water. um, just stay safe. Usually we use the H word when it's health related. When you're just hanging out with friends, what have you. Speaking of, any good tea lately, Golden? Insufficient liquid intake. A doctor might say that. Depending on which one of us is doing it, we'll run around work and we'll say, "Hey, keep H-rated nerd," and throw water bottles at each other. I think I almost have sufficient points to properly retaliate, Golden. Hello, cat. Thank you for throwing my door completely open. Which cat? Hey, come here. Come here. I got the other cat. I actually just got some Tim Tams yesterday. Alright, we got the other furry feline. Let's see if he'll let me do the thing like Caesar did. You want to say hello? You want to say howdy? Hey, look, look up this way. Say hello. Hello. He's like, I will look everywhere but at the camera. You want to try again, Ivan? Say hello. Hello. He's like, Mother, why? Why do you lie me down like this? Here you go. Woo! He's done with my shit now. I am now covered in cat hair. Milo and some Tim Tams. Jujube tea. I have not heard of that. What kind of tea is this? We have a candy over here called Jub Jubs, but I highly doubt that the tea is like those candies. Ooh, almond vanilla black tea. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I think I have some Rubius with vanilla bean pod in my pantry still. The plant native to East Asia, it sees a traditional Chinese cure from insomnia. Hmm. The tea is an extract of those and has a mild taste and is relaxing. Interesting. Used for insomnia, you say? I might have a friend who needs to hear of this tea. Alright, this is gonna be a fun one. Gotta give me 1 second here. This is gonna be one of those I gotta get up close and personal with the thingamajig. I'll look up these teas real quick. That way I can. Which is gonna wonder why I'm sending him Messages like, hey, remind me later. I need to look up these teas. Yeah, I have a friend who has severe insomnia, like, won't sleep for days. Oh, I've heard the Republic of Tea. We stock those at our store. I'm not. You're not the one that I'm gonna be like, hey, drink this tea. Fucking bunghole. That's a funny word. Makes me think of that video where that kid's calling the radio station. Why do wombats have square poops? Because he has a square shaped bumhole. You can't say that on the radio. Hey, kid, what do you tell us? Why didn't the kid picks up on the joke immediately and just goes, square shaped bumhole, and everyone just dies? That kid has a future in comedy, let me tell you. Alright, you flared out a little bit. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay. So there is one more line of stitching to do, but I'm going to do that one probably off stream because I'm starting to get the hungries, and it's about time for me to have date time with the husband. But that is pretty much the last part that we need for this back side of the backpack, and then the next stream I do, we're going to put this whole thing together. Oh yeah, 100%. There's times when the teas just won't do it. Um, but also people are stubborn and sometimes don't want to get meds. So gotta try do what we gonna do, right? Um, all right, guys. Well, that has been fun. Hopefully, next stream we're gonna get this backpack put completely together, and then I have binders to put together, chainmail to work on, jewelry to carve and make, and all sorts of fun stuff lined up for the stream. And then I should be commissioning some art stuff, and I'm gonna revamp the channel a little bit. But yes. Night, Jay. Alright, folks, I think we're gonna go from cute kitty cats to go visiting some cute guinea pigs. Alrighty. Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on today. Alright, let's go say howdy to some guinea pigs. But it has been fun, and I can't wait to finish the backpack with you guys. But till then, I will catch you guys later. Bye.